So I'm Richard Holden. I'm a Professor of Economics at UNSW Business School, and this year I am going to be President of the Academy of the Social Sciences in Australia. My core area, which I focused on during my PhD, is an area of economics called contract theory. It's the area where one of my advisors, Oliver Hart, and one of my former colleagues, Bengt Holmström, won the Nobel Prize in 2016. But my current research focuses on that, on some things to do with the economics of education, basically what works in education and identifying the causal effects of policy interventions, and also focusing on some things to do with the boundary of the firm and blockchain technologies. After I became a fellow, I was invited to be part of one of the committees to do with public forums and communications, and served on the executive. And I got to see firsthand, I guess from both sides of it, all the great things that the Academy did. And I wanted to see if I could be more involved and particularly help focus on the public-facing activities of the Academy. So there's important things we do in terms of our fellows and recognising people and their contributions over a lifetime to the social sciences. That's really important. But we're also doing more forward-looking things and public-facing things about how social sciences affect the Australian community in the world, and I'm really excited to be part of that. Obviously, the Australian economy and the university sector are continuing to need to bounce back from an incredibly difficult time during the pandemic, and those will be ongoing challenges, and there'll be continued adjustments for various different institutions and individuals within the sector. I think the other thing is that higher education in Australia for a long time, but increasingly is a global sector. We compete with global institutions for the very best researchers and teachers. We compete with global institutions for the very best students and the most deserving students. And so we are in a global marketplace for higher education, and I think recognising that and thinking about how the Australian higher education system can adapt to that and flourish in that environment is really important. I think the Academy has a really unique role in that we, in one sense, are a body that represents some of the leading scholars in a whole range of disciplines. In our Academy, 17 different constituent disciplines, which really span an enormous amount of what universities do. We also have, as social scientists, a lot to contribute to how to think about public policy, and particularly policy in this sector. So I think we come at it from both ends of it. I think, thankfully, there's more and more things that fellows can do. So we run a whole range of events from various different roundtables and workshops to our annual symposium, which is a major kind of marquee event, and I think is very exciting and is always something that I know I learn a lot from and is mind-broadening. But there are lots of activities throughout the year. There are state-based activities, and then there are national activities as well. Everything from some of the internal recognition to the public-facing things. So if you do want to get involved, I'd really encourage you to reach out. If not, we'll try and find you. So from me, a big thank you to all the existing fellows, a big welcome to the new fellows, and of course to the executive and the national office that help make the Academy actually function. I think it's going to be an exciting and interesting time ahead, and I look forward to working with everyone and being part of helping to strengthen what is a proud tradition as we move into the second half of our century as an Academy.